And it doesn't matter who says what, right? Because God has set you apart. And you are walking in the presence and in the promise and in the purpose and in the protection and in the provision of God. Oh, my God. Lord, have mercy. And as we continue to seek holiness, not holy acts. You know, because people think they do holy stuff and they're holy. But I've seen some of the most wicked people with big, giant Bibles. I've seen some of the most horrific people with big crosses on their wall. I've walked in houses and seen pictures of Jesus with people, I'm saying, I didn't even know you believed in God. Lord, have mercy. So it's not these holy acts. You know, it's not these, it's allowing yourself to be set apart by God. That I have availed myself to what God wants and not what I want. God has set me apart. God has allowed me to be in this posture and in this position of consecration. God is trying to get something to me. And God can't get it to me with me involved in this or enmeshed in this. God has to get it to me set apart. You understand me? God can't get it to me doing this and being this way and having this type of mindset. God has to set me apart and renew my mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You understand? Not the renewing of your habits. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And when you're transformed by the renewing of your mind, then your habits will change. Then your routines will change. Then the people, places, and things you associate will change. God is trying to transform our mind, and he does it through setting us apart. Do you hear that? He sets us apart. Yeah, and it's a wonderful thing to be set apart. And when we are holy, the Bible reminds us that God can use us then for special purposes. Culture. You hear me? 2 Timothy. Special purpose. You know, you may be a physician, but you have a special purpose. You may be a secretary, but you have a special purpose. You may be a business owner, an entrepreneur. You may be retired. Lord, have mercy. But God has a special purpose for you. And the way to receive that special purpose, those marching orders, is to allow yourself to be set apart. Because you can't be used for special purposes, and I can't be used for special purposes when I'm enmeshed, involved, entangled with negative circles of influence. God has to get me alone before I can walk in somebody's house and minister to them as they're dying. You understand that? Special purposes. God has a special purpose for you, and he has a special prerequisite that we're holy. Are you with me this morning? Oh my God, David, King David in our text, in 1 Samuel 17, he was set apart for a special purpose. Now you all know, and some of you know, and some of you may not know, that King David, his purpose was ultimately to be the king of Israel. He was to bring the monarchy together. He was to unite Jerusalem and Judah and make them one. That was his purpose. He was called to do that. God called him to be the king. You understand that? And God called him, that was his divine purpose. But on his way to the throne, God gave him special assignments, a special purpose. And the first one that we see is him fighting Goliath. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. I want you to know, my brothers and sisters, that when you have an overarching purpose in your life, God will design special purposes to develop you along the way.